Welcome again to our chat with John and Bogdan.
And Frank. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Frank. And whomever is there, I don't see. But we are kind of in the last edition on this season. Next week, we are heading to Romania. Will be completely different videos coming from Romania as usual, because we want to share our trip.
Finally, something interesting.
We always try to combine some work with some leisure. It's going to be fun, and I'm sure people will love whatever we share from that part of the world.
Because we're going for a holiday, we're going to forward the Arepa Arte.
Make some contacts.
And by the way, dental implants, because that's what holidays are all about. Snaggletooth, yeah.
Anyway, so you want to do some housekeeping before we go?
Yeah, just basically that everything that you see today is for sale. The reason we do our chat is to highlight what, yes, exactly. The
prices.
What we do our chat to feature the work that Bogdan and I are doing, and that is available for purchase. So everything you see, you can buy. When you fall in love with a piece, that's the time to buy it. So we can get it to you wherever you are in the world.
And saying that, we need to switch back to the slideshow and see what have we prepared for you guys today. What do we want to highlight in this edition? So the first pieces are my pieces, as usual.
Yeah.
So listen, I have been exploring with these new skateboards that you actually bought.
Yes.
And they're kind of a mini skateboards. I didn't expect to have kids like that on skateboards.
I thought it was, I bought them and I said, oh, look, these are quite less expensive. And I bought a pack of 24 of these skateboards, and they're tiny.
But that's okay. I mean,
who puts a toddler on a skateboard?
You can get creative with it, which I did. And then the second piece, it's Zamfira for the Urbana series. And we'll talk about each one of them in a second. So let's focus on this one, because I thought it was so cool. This is Juvia, and it's actually acrylic painting for Urbana series. And I printed on sticker. Now, it turned out very, very nice, and I actually created two installations like this one. One that's on the opposite way, and one inside. So I have two options of this Juvia. On the second one, I took it even further because I embellished it with many other things.
On it,
I make it a little more unique than this one, because this is kind of the tryout, the test, and it turned out great. And I think it's a very modern sort of installation. It can fit in any small or larger place. It brings you a little the unexpected feelings, like what is that, and you get closer to it, and those are skateboards. I wish I had the wheels just to make it even more interesting.
Well, yeah, you couldn't see the art.
But that adds a little more expense to it, because the wheels are generally expensive.
They can be quite expensive.
Hold this for me.
Sure.
I don't know which. Yeah, that way. So guys, and
see how tiny they are.
They hang very nicely, and you can put it with a little, distance in between, just to make it fun.
I think they're adorable, and I can't wait to we'll play with the ones we've got, see if they sell. There was somebody at an art fair that we were at who had full-size skateboards.
Yeah, those are
and
interesting.
He sold out. So hopefully we've found a hidden niche.
And like I said, it can be in a more classic environment. It could be a young kid's bedroom setting. It's a fun little thing, and
you're a rap star.
Or skater,
skateboard enthusiast.
But it doesn't take that much space. Actually, I like them for not being that big, because they're
really not skateboards. They're art. Yeah,
it fits in various places. So this is Juvia on skateboards, guys. I hope you like it, and it's available on my website, on the homepage, there's everything I have new. It's featured on the homepage.
I think they're cute.
And then the second piece that you probably have seen it here and there is Zamfira, and it's another Urbana face from the Urbana series. Is that a woman that is the angel of the streets, right? That are watching you. She's there. She is meant to protect you as you walk by. And I give them various names. I started with Urbana at first, but then I said not all of them can be called Urbana because I'm getting confused here. But Urbana is this species of angel of the streets, and then she is called Zamfira then.
Is Zamfira a typical Romanian name?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to know there was the musician.
It's not a common, you don't hear that all the time, but it has a melody to it, this name.
Yes.
It attracts me very much, and I like this name, so I call it Zamfira. Why not? So this is a 17 by 22 piece, and it's already framed, and I have it here. Let me share it with everybody. It's a very nice piece, very pleasant. I mean, the colors are not quite right in this screen, but you get the point.
Oh, it's lovely. The colors are nice. She's ethereal. She's like a flame.
And it's like any other piece in Urbana series. It's a mixed media piece. It's a photography and paint combined together, and just to add some uniqueness to all these pieces.
Excellent. I just love that whole series. It's got such personality,
So lovely.
and it really attracts attention. People seem to give it a lot of attention.
I wish I had more space in the studio to put them all together.
Well, we just need a warehouse.
Yeah. So what else? What's new? Bogdan Photo Art, the website, guys, is newly designed. There's a lot more organized than before. I have to give a shout out to Josh, who really was checking every step of the ways to see that, because when you do work with a lot of details and a lot of information, you don't see things. So I had this collector of mine, a friend of ours, Josh, who was at the other side of the city, checking out and making sure everything is right. And you are telling me to hurry up, but there's a lot of time. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching us as usual, and thank you for being with us, collecting with us. Oh, and I want to give a special thank you to the Evans family, which I don't have a picture for some reason, that stopped by last week and collected 3 pieces from the Nature Remember series that will go on a fabulous home here in Houston. And they
beautiful home, just moved in.
Yeah. They, as you probably know, they come into a 35 by 35 inch and 24 by 24 inch. So they got 3 large pieces that will absolutely fill that space.
Yeah, it's a beautiful addition to a beautiful home. And it was so appreciated that they just stopped in, they fell in love with the piece, they left, they came back. That's the way they like to see it happen.
A lot of transaction. They were like,
that's the one.
We love that. This is how art should happen. Right?
Absolutely.
So let's see what else is there. If I ever get this right, I don't know why it's not working. It's you. Look at that.
Me already? This is one of my little cartoon heads. I just love doing these guys. This particular one is Eunice. Eunice is kind of a throwback. She's actually wearing a hat that I believe my grandmother had. I kept thinking it looked like a beehive on her head. And so these are just little drawings I do. They are then watercolored. They are on vintage paper from a textbook, from a book. This particular book is Latin, and the way the ink and watercolor reacts with that kind of dried out paper is just amazing. And then these characters just emerge. I have no idea what they are when I start. They just kind of create themselves, and I just find them so hilarious.
Yes, they are.
They have such personality, such character, and they're very, very simple drawings. Don't get me wrong. I'm not claiming they're great drawings, but they are just so emotive, and they just really make me happy.
Do you have it around?
I do. It's not a very big piece. They're all about 7 by 5. This is Eunice, and I'll bring it a little closer.
Very cool.
And of course, the framing makes all the difference. You just framed one for Josh that was in a much bigger frame, much more dramatic. This is just in, a little frame you pick up at the store. But these are my family photos.
My family.
My Aunt Eunice, who doesn't exist. But people often say, well, can you do us? Can you paint me? And I'm like, if I try and paint you, you will be so offended.
It's going to be like those.
Because they just turn out how they turn out.
You're going to be like those, the Picasso time when actually women at that time were spelling each other. I hope you will be painted by Picasso.
Yes.
Where your eye is going to be, where your nose is.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Oh, can you recognize me? So no one will be offended by Eunice. She is a made-up person, but I think they're a lot of fun. I have a lot of them, and they're just
and
here
they
in
look
the
great
studio.
in a small frame or on a enhanced.
I'm also doing
frame.
some fine art prints of them, which actually can make them bigger and more impactful. And frankly, they might be better as prints than as originals. But this is Eunice.
It's fabulous. I love them, and I love all this head in your series.
They're a lot of fun.
How about more serious?
My other one is called Pow. This is one that I did with just exploring the paint and what it would do with brush strokes, with a kind of a dry brush application, and just an explosion of color, of energy, of movement. It's like a
4th of July.
It's like the 4th of July. It's like fireworks. It's like the birth of stars. It's got my kind of signature little circles and dots, and splatter going on there as well. But I just thought the energy in it is just so, it looks like tribbles, a pile of tribbles.
They're great. They're very happy.
It's a nice piece, and it's a good size, 36 by 24 inches. So it's a substantial enough piece to hang on the wall and make an impact. But I just thought it was lovely. It gets a lot of attention, but no one's pulled the trigger.
I think it needs a frame to add some weight to it.
All of these need frames. That makes all the difference. But as we have found out when Alex was here, what we think would be a good frame, he had a different idea. We followed his preference, and it looks magnificent. So it is kind of a personal taste as well. So that's why I hate to spend a lot of money on frames, because we're not in the frame business. But I have it here so you can get a sense of the size of it.
I think it's fantastic.
It's a really happy piece, and it's got some of that reflective gold, kind of metallic paint, which kind of catches the light in different times during the day. And just, I think, a very happy piece.
I agree.
Very kind of Easter colors to them, Easter egg colors.
Do you remember how you created these explosions?
Yeah, I just took a kind of a dry brush. I put the paint on and then just went in every direction with the dry brush, and then just overlapped and overlapped and overlapped.
It almost looked like you were throwing something.
Yeah. But you can actually see the brush strokes going off in different directions. And I thought it worked out fairly well. Very cool. I'm very pleased with it. And that is Pow.
And it's available, guys.
It is available. Waiting. It would look great in your home.
Let's move over, and I want to remind everybody that I still have. If you guys have an issue with the space or with the budget, so this is the answer. As you probably know, I advertise it quite a bit on my social platform. I have these giclée prints or fine art prints out of my florals, and they have speak with a lot of people, and I have sold several of them already. And first of all, there's a lot of collectors here who would love to have a floral, but there's no space because
these are huge. Yeah.
The originals are 36 by 48. There's massive, or the budget for many people because they come with the price of this, and they are frame as well. And to find a middle road, I decided to have these giclée prints on fine art paper, which is the museum quality paper. It will never die. So it's not like you're buying any kind of cheap print. However, they go for $50 right now. I hate to call it cheap, but it's a cheap, but it's a low budget.
Yeah, it's a less expensive option, but these are really high quality scans. You think that you could touch them. Mm-hmm. They look as though they have texture. They're really, really good quality images. And again, on archival paper, they will never yellow. They will last. They're fine art.
What else do I have new? So I still have several pieces on the work from the Mexico Mágico series. There's a lot that we've been through, and now with the preparation of Romania, I think this will be delayed a little. But coming fall, all this will be ready and up on the website.
Josh is with us. Good morning, Josh.
Hi, Josh. Look what I have, Josh. A new one that is made for your home.
Yes. Actually, somebody came in and wanted to make a tattoo out of this one.
Okay, so what else is new? There's nothing new here. The 15th annual juried exhibition at Archway is coming to an end.
Ah, yes.
August the 3rd is the last tomorrow. So if you haven't had the chance to stop by, you still have a day. So go ahead and take a look of these magnificent artworks at the Archway Gallery.
This is a big show. This is a juried show. And you've been in.
I think somebody said there were 400 submissions,
yes,
but they only accepted 40 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm very honored to be again in this show. This is I thought it was the 3rd year, and this is my 4th year in a row.
4th year. Congratulations. It's a great show, and they do a wonderful job, and they get in really good curators as well.
One ends, another starts.
Yes.
And that is here at Silver Steel Studios. It's called Technological Reverie Unveiling Utopia. And this is a curated show by Megan Olivia Ebel.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have more details about this show.
Yeah, we just opened this show on Saturday, got everything installed. It's a really nice show. It's not nearly as crowded as it has been in the past, because our last show was kind of a salon show and everybody just pulls out all the things from their studio. So this is a nice, fresh look. These are all pieces from tenants here at Silver Street Studios. There is a theme for those artists who participated in that bit. The idea is that technology is something we all strive for, but can it create a utopia? So for some people, that means that technology is the utopia. It can create a perfect world. Whereas others say, we reach to a point in utopia where we don't need technology because it just gets in the way. But it's a good show, good solid show. Megan did a really good job curating it. Adam Land is the lead for it on the committee. So he's the one pretty much managing most of the show, and it will be up until September the 16th. We will have a reception, but not until September the 9th. So mark it on your calendar. It's a great show.
So this Saturday, it's actually your last opportunity to come and see us for a while, because we will be in Romania for the next 3 weeks. So there's no open studio for us here at Silver Steel Studio. So come check us out, see what's new, collect some of our art. What else?
No, I think that's great. I mean, we are going to Romania. We will be there until to the end of the month. Come back on the 31st, and we will be doing quite a lot there. We mentioned some holiday stuff, some medical tourism going on, and we will also be trying to meet as many people as we can to really build some roots around the new nonprofit Aripa Arte. And we've already met some artists. We've got some things lined up. So some printed materials we're going to try and distribute. So we're going to try and get the most mileage out of this trip as we can. It should be fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Vlog. There's going to be a Romanian vlog soon.
Yeah.
And exciting. And there's going to be other podcasts as well. As we explore new things, we're going to share everything with you all. And the Art Gallery Studios, we have been finally published in a new magazine.
Yeah, I've got it here.
You want to share it out?
Michael Swank runs Art Gallery Studios, and I've been involved in the kind of incubator program, kind of an online residency program for about 4 years now. And that program has come to an end. But now he has started a new undertaking called the Bureau of Queer Art. And this is a publication he put out, plus a series of interviews, podcast kind of thing, and also shows on Artsy. So Bogdan and I are included in the show on Artsy, which is quite an honor. And that's through a collaboration with Dab Art Gallery. But this is the magazine, the publication he just put out, very slick. And if you look over on page 69 and 70, look at that.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. And so it's really nice quality, and he'll be able to, these are for sale through his website.
Okay.
As well as he'll be giving them out through the studio.
Let me just put, because if you guys want to buy one of these issues of the magazine, just head over to artgallerystudios.com and look over there for the Bureau of Queer Art magazine.
It's a new kind of series he's doing, and I don't know if it's quarterly. I've forgotten how often he'll put them out. But
yeah, we made
this is issue number 1.
And pretty much this is it, huh? Do we need to share anything else?
Not that I can think of. Don't forget us. We're going to be starting a new adventure for the next month. Thanks to Deborah for taking care of the cat, and to David for watering the grass and checking on the house. So we sure appreciate you all.
Fantastic. So we'll see you back in about 2 weeks now.
In September.
And we'll see you from Romania, actually.
See you in September.
We'll see them often.
Well, yeah,
because
but we're here.
We want to share with you
here.
everything we do. So
we'll be
you have a
in
fantastic
exotic
summer, guys.
places.
Have a fantastic rest of the summer, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks. Bye now.
Guys.